I'm videoing already. That's good. Hello. Yesterday, I did a live Instagram video for those taking part in doing the Zentangle every day with the Spanish CZTs. I'm English, but I live in Spain. And when my video hour ended, I was so anxious to reconnect with everybody that I forgot to save the video. It only stays for 24 hours, but once it's gone, it seems like it's gone. So a number of people have asked me if I could just show them how to do the first two patterns again. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do one pattern at a time because my video doesn't always like to keep recording. My phone runs out of space. So I'm going to show you now how to do the first pattern that we did in here, which is called Facet. It's a pattern created by Lynn Mead. Absolutely gorgeous pattern, one of my favourites, although I say that about all of them. It really is an amazing pattern. And looking at it, you wouldn't really know how to do it. But it's deconstructed Zentangle style, so we do it step by step. So starting without further ado, this is a Zentangle square, a Zentangle soft pencil, which is a 2B. No jokes again. And I prepare my tile by just drawing a little square of dots, connecting those together. And I'm going to follow a string which I drew from here to about here. I think I drew another line across then, like that. And with a fine tip pen, I'm using a Micron PN because it actually has a stronger, darker quality than the very fine 0.1 pens. So you can see it a little better on the video. And we're going to draw in this space here. So I'm going to define that by following the string line, drawing over the top of that, and taking it up to the top. Turn your tile so that you draw at an angle that's comfortable for you. Okay, I have to turn it this way because my camera's at that angle, but you can see this is what I'm doing. I'm going to divide this space. Today I'm just going to draw two lines because the pattern you can do as big or small as you wish, bearing in mind that once we start you'll see why it's better not to do it too small. Okay, so I'm just going to divide that in two, and we're going to create triangle shapes. And the easiest way to do that, that's a triangle. We'll stick with that one. Okay, I'm going to draw a line down, a line up, and a line down, and a line up. I'm just going to continue as if this was a continuous space. And here, I'm just going to continue that. So I am dividing that again. You don't have to do that. You can leave that as a complete triangle. And then I'm going to draw this one this way. I'm going to take that line all the way out to that point. I'm going to draw this one here. And I'm going to let the space dictate the angles of the triangle that I create. You may find yours here is a perfect triangle and you don't need to divide it again. I just did in this one. Every time you do it, it's different. You can see here, this is one where my top triangle I just kept as a triangle. And I only have two lines of triangles here. This one I have rather more. But it doesn't matter where you start this pattern. It's just lovely. What we're going to do now is we're going to draw some triangles within triangles, but we're doing them as auras. So I'm not going to think, oh, I'm going to draw a triangle in here. I'm going to aura this line, which means I'm just drawing a line that follows the other line. In this case, I'm drawing an inside aura. And then I'm going to draw another one. And this last one, I'm just going to colour in, fill it in with black. Usually I do the triangles, I fill in the ones that are complete triangles, not the ones that are partial triangles. I'm going to do this one as well. Aura, and follow that one. Okay, I have another one here. I'm going to follow the line. I'm going to follow the line. Going to turn my tile, follow the line, and again here. Another complete triangle here. Another one here. So just go completing all your triangles, thinking I am drawing auras, I'm not thinking triangle. I'm just following the lines. Another complete one here. Okay, this is a complete one. I'll follow that one. And what do you do with the incomplete ones? Well, okay, here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to follow this line here, so I can see that. That one sort of disappears off, and that one sort of disappears off. And then I can imagine there's another one going to follow that, 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 and that. I'm going to just fill in black as much of that triangle as I can see. And here we might only have one line there, nothing else. Here, maybe you can just see a little bit like that, and maybe we just get a little point of that one. And here, that's also going to be following that line, that line. Looks a bit square, does that one, doesn't it? Now we'll follow that one. Not quite a triangle, but I'm following the aura. Okay, maybe just even here, just look for where you might just see another little bit. Okay, and that's the first few steps of this pattern. And then what we're going to do is we're going to draw a line from point to point, point to point. You don't have to take your pen off every time, but don't try and draw it as a straight line. Literally go from point to point, point to point, point to point. Get the point? You can draw from the outside to the inside, or from the inside to the outside. It really doesn't matter. But don't try and draw it as a straight line, because actually your points may not be absolutely lined up. And we want to go through every single point to get this amazing effect that is happening now. You can begin to see it's happening now. Like this. Check all of your triangles. Don't miss any lines out. It's sometimes easy to get too excited and not work on triangle by triangle. I knew there was something missing there, that one. Okay, can you see how gorgeous that's looking? There might be a line going up there. And this way towards the end of this pattern, and just these two lines here. Can you feel that? Isn't that great? That is facet. And if you do your triangles not in a regular way, so they join up between the lines, but just do it randomly, you get an equally interesting, fascinating pattern. So just try it a number of different ways. The shading, I'm literally just going to shade the next triangle out from the black. That's definitely a square, isn't it, that one? Never mind. I'm just going to shade the next triangle out from the black triangle. Doesn't matter that it's very, very roughly done. Just put a little bit of graphite in there. Your trusty Braulio or shader will just help to smooth that out and give it a sense of depth. It's as if it's going inwards at these points because they're darker. Braulio the Magnificent is so named because I found it quite difficult to remember the word for shader in Spanish. I'm still not sure if it's difuminador or difumino. For some reason I found it very difficult to say. At the same time as I had a boy in one of my English classes whose name I couldn't remember. And guess what? His name was Braulio. And every class I would have to say to him, sorry, can you tell me your name again? And so I thought, oof, if I name something after the boy, I'll remember his name. And I did. The boy has long passed on to university and further studies, and no idea that he is now famous as the name of a shading stump. Not famous now, but becoming known. Certainly in my circles of Zentangle, we say a Braulio. Okay, you can see the effect there, coming nicely down. There we are. Facet by Lynn Mead. I'm going to stop there because my video doesn't like to record for too many minutes, and that's already taken me 12. Okay, you can put as many lines, just remember that you have to do the triangles in between. And thank you. I hope that helps and makes up for the mess I made yesterday.